Hi everyone, it's Donna from Little Spaceman Papercrafts, and as part of my being on the design team at May Made It, we've been set a challenge to take one paper pad, whether it be 12 by 12 or 6 by 6, choose one from the store and create as many cards as we can using that piece of paper. So this is going to be my design team project. And it is going to be possibly over 2 videos. I don't want the videos to be super long. But what I'm going to do is go through the paper, go through some of the card sizes that I'll be using, and we'll take it from there and see how we go. Okay, so the paper pad that I chose was Our Family, and this is a Carta Bella one, and this is a 12 by 12 pack. So these are brilliant when it comes to quickly making cards. These are just card fronts in themselves, and you know, that's probably what I'm going to use these for. You obviously get the sticker sheet as well as the beautiful papers. The papers are absolutely stunning. I'm sorry for the glare, guys, this is still all in its plastic wrapper. And then these are the stickers on the back, these gorgeous little border strips here, and obviously this pack is very family orientated, which I love. And yeah, so we're gonna see how many cards we can make, but first I'm going to I've gone through my stash to see what cards I already have pre-made. I do have more, but this is just a stack that I just picked out. These are little mini cards, which are going to be great for using scraps up with and everything. So this is an A6 size folded in half, which gives you a card size of 2 7/8 by 4 1/4. So I've got a pile of those. These ones are part of my were part of my design team kit from May Made It, and these are the Nina. I'll bring in the envelopes for you. This is the Nina Creative Collection Premium Extra Heavy Folded Card and Envelope Set. So you get 10 cards with matching envelopes in each set, and I got the natural white and the black. So these are really sturdy card bases at A2 size, so that's great. So I've got those that I'm going to use. I've also got some 6 by 6 card bases as well. Now I've got some really long ones here that were in my stash, and I had to measure these because there was no size on the front of the package, but these are 9 1/4 by 4 5/8. So these would be nice to do, you know, sort of really lovely landscape style cards, and these are the envelopes that come with them. And then I've just got a huge pack of these cards, and when folded these are 4 1/8 by 5 7/8. I'm not too sure whether is that a C6 UK? I'm not too sure actually. The only size I'm 100% certain on out of this stash are the A2 and the 6 by 6. I may need to do some smaller ones, square ones like 3 by 3s, 4 by 4s, but we're going to work that out as we go along. So first thing I'm going to do is take out the paper, and then we're going to go through the paper and then take a tip from May, and we're going to dissect this paper pad to see what we've got. So this is beautiful. Oh, it's all textured as well, and it's really sturdy paper. This is gorgeous. So we've got lovely they're almost like, I don't know what sort of flowers they are. If anyone knows what flowers they are, let me know. And then we've got a plainer side with little polka dots and the red and yellow flowers. So that's that one. I love this. So this says things like mother, father, together, sister, brother, cherish, family. It's just beautiful. So there's that on that side, and a lovely check pattern on that side. This is lovely again too. These are all really decorative sort of alphabet letters on there. and this is really pretty on the back. This might be nice to use on craft colour cardstock, because the background is almost like a craft colour as well. And then we've got the larger one here, and another check pattern on the back. This one is more beautiful flowers and a nice green pattern on the back. And these are the ones that we're going to cut apart to actually make some card fronts. Now I'm just wondering if we could get, we would probably be able to get away with those on A2 size cards. So yeah, I'm going to cut those down, so I'm just going to put that to one side. This one, yeah, again, this is beautiful paper on both sides. This one again, now we would get away with definitely using these to make small fronts, or we can mat sections and put them onto bigger cards. So yeah, so we're going to cut that out as well, and we're going to use that lovely large butterfly print paper here, and on the back, that's lovely. And then these, I mean, this is gorgeous. This is almost like a wall of plaques and things. See, these can be cut out as well. What's on the back? Yeah, it's like a black and white pattern on the back. But these could definitely be trimmed out, the solid square bits, fussy cut around these bits. So I'm going to put that to one side as well. Then this one is like this on the back, and then it's got border strips on the front, which is fantastic. We can use those. And then this one is another cut apart sheet. This is lovely. These are absolutely beautiful. Family is a place of peace. Family is a gift that lasts forever. Oh, these are stunning. Having somewhere to go is home. Having someone to love is family. That is beautiful. So we can use all those as well and cut all those apart. So I'm going to keep that there. And then this is the sticker sheet, which is going to help us, especially with our larger cards. And these are gorgeous as well. So let's put the other papers to the side for 1 minute. And I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. This is a Fiskars paper trimmer. And then I'm going to start by cutting apart the big sentiment squares. I say sentiment squares, but they're like cut aparts, aren't they, really? And the idea is to get as many cards as possible out of this 12 by 12 pack. Okay, so these ones would fit on the A2. They will need to be trimmed slightly. Or maybe, what size are these? If I measure them, I could maybe make a card base to fit the size. So these are 4 by 5 and 7/8. Almost 6 really. So we can do some 4 by 6 cards. Even if we did a 5 by 7, we could mat these and put them on the 5 by 7 with a nice border around it. So that's probably what we'll do. So I'm just going to put a little post-it note on these, just to let myself know that I'm going to do those as 5 by 7s, just so I can keep track of everything. 5 by 7s. just stick that post-it note there and put those to one side. Okay, then the next ones, we'll cut those out as well. Let's see. I love this one. Okay, so let's trim off the excess at the bottom of the page. Okay, so we've got all these cut out. Now these are going to fit a mixture of cards, so I'm just going to put these to one side. And then what else have we got here? I'm going to trim out these ones. Okay, so we've got all those, and I think these are going to fit really nicely on here. Just a little bit of a trim all the way around to give it a nice little border, and they're going to be perfect little note cards. So leave those up there. Okay, so let's see what we're going to start with then. I'll pop the trimmer out the way. So I think I'm going to start with the smaller ones and bring in my smaller card bases. So again, these ones measure 2 7/8 by 4 1/4, these mini ones. So I think we would just need to just trim a fraction off the top and the bottom, and that would leave us a nice little border all the way around on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my pen blade, and I'm just because this is going to give me a cleaner cut than my trimmer, so I'm just going to line my ruler up. I'm lining up this line here with the top of the sentiment piece on the metal side. Let's trim that. And then let's just see what that looks like. Just a tiny bit off the bottom, and again I'm just going to line it up, line up the 1/4 inch line, and just trim that off, and then that should fit. I may need to trim a little bit more off there. But you're just going to have to, you can either trim the paper first, then create the card bases, or do what I've done and see what card bases you've got in your stash. See, because these make really, really cute little note cards, don't they? So now let's see what this measurement is. So now we've cut these down to 2 3/4. Okay, the width we've kept the same, which is 4, but we've cut them to 2 3/4 width. Okay, so I am just going to go off now, and I'm going to cut all of these to the right size, and then I'll be back to put these together. Okay guys, I'm back. I have cut these pieces down to fit these mini card bases, which are the 2 7/8 by 4 1/4 card bases. Some of them I've matted because it just made them pop a little bit because of the plain colour, and that little bit of black just on there makes it pop a little bit. So I'm going to go through. There's a couple that I thought of rounding the corners on. So I'm just going to use the 1/4 inch corner rounder and just round the edges. It just gives them a little bit of something. That one's fine. That one could do with a bit of a rounded edge. So I'm just going to go through and see if there's any of them that could use a rounded edge. I think rounding the edges just gives it a little bit of something different. So they're the matted pieces, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. So I'm just going to start building these cards, and then I'm going to go through the sticker pack and see if there's anything we can put on that will just you know, complement it a bit. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue for this, and I'm just going to go through and mount all these on their card bases. Excuse me guys, I think it's 12, 4, 6, 8, 10, oh, 11. Oh, no, isn't 12. So we have 12 of these little mini ones. So then we're going to move on to, we'll go through to these ones now and see what we need to do with these. So this is where I think I'm going to use the long card bases. This is the 9 1/4 by 4 5/8, and I think these would be really nice matted with the pattern paper, or matted, if this is matted in black, add this and maybe some banners for the coloured pages. So we can do that with that one, and probably this one also, but maybe the opposite side. So let's do these two first. Okay, so if these are 9 1/4 by 4 5/8, I'm going to cut myself a mat, but I'm actually going to change my trimmer blade because I noticed that it is snagging a little bit. So I'm just going to pop a new blade in. These blades are so easy to change. There's a little notch in here and it just clips in, and that's your blade changed, and then it gives you the little protective element again to put back on the blade, and then I can pop that in the bin. Okay, so if we need 9 1/4 by 4 5/8, so if we need to do 9, let's cut this down to 9, some nice 1/4 inch mat. So go 9, and let's go 4 3/8, which will give us a nice mat for our, can I get 2 out of there? Or let's see what these mats look like. So this is the one that we've cut to size. And then this is the smaller one. Okay, I'm going to put this back for a different project, and then I'm going to trim another piece out. Maybe do some banners with that. So maybe a navy blue mat. So let me just dip into my card stash and see if I can find some navy blue cardstock. Okay, so I found some blue cardstock, and I'm just going to mat this onto there. So let's get the measurement for this piece. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/8. So if we go 3, if we go to 4, and that's, yeah, no, that should be okay. Yeah, I like that big, bold sort of mat there. Yep, okay, so I'm going to go with that. And mat that onto my blue piece. I'm using art glitter glue for my adhesive of choice for this, and this art glitter glue is of course available from maymaymadeit.com. The link for Maymay's store will obviously be in the description bar as well, so that's where you can pick up this paper. You can pick up the A2 size card bases, the art glitter glue, all sorts of paper trimmers, cardstock. You can pick up pretty much everything from there that I'm using in this video. Now this glue does dry clear, so if you do sort of overdo it like I did, it will dry clear. And then I think I'm going to have some banners coming in here at the side, and yeah, I think I'll do that. So if I do cut these down, because I've got a punch, let me just grab that punch. Okay, so I have this Stampin' Up! Banner punch. So I'm going to cut 2 strips of cardstock at 2 inches. Should be about the same, yep. And then I'm going to trim 2 pieces. I'm not sure if I want to use this paper now, or if I want to use, yeah, I think I will. So I'll cut 2 pieces, this banner at 1.5. So I'll just cut a 1.5 inch strip, and then how long are these? These are 4 inches. So if we did these by 3.5, let's see what this looks like. So 3.5, and then I'm going to put that strip up there. So what I'm going to do is use my punch, and I'm going to make 2 2-inch banners. So just slide that in there and punch, and that will give me my banner pieces. You can do these by eye, obviously, or if you've got a square punch, you can cut the corner piece off a square punch, and that will also give you a banner. And then I'm just going to do some smaller banners here. Pretty much in the centre. Okay, don't throw these pieces away either, because you can use them to accent cards. Okay, so keep those pieces as well. And then I'm just going to have these ones like so. Okay, or should I have them going that way? Yeah, that actually looks quite nice, so I'll do that. So first I will stick this down to the banner pieces. I like the large sort of matte the large gap piece. Okay, so there's one, and then this will be another one. I need to be careful with my glue because I took the fine tip off, and now when I do it, sometimes it comes out too quick. So let's try this. And again, let's map that right there. I think these colours look lovely, very masculine. I struggle with masculine cards. And there is, if you have a look on Maymay's channel, we all did a video hop last year for Father's Day. And we did, I think it was for Father's Day, but we had like a masculine card hop. And there were so many of us crafters that took part. And if you go onto Maymay's channel, you will see that she has a playlist of all those videos. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to do some stitching around the blue. Okay, so there's that. So what we'll do is, now we've got our card base, we're just going to attach it down to our card base with some art glitter glue. And make sure we've got a nice border all the way around. And there is one card, and all we've used out of that paper pack, no, not the cutter parts, but we've used one strip of 1.5" paper from that pack already, and that's all we've used out of the actual paper and not the cutter parts. So I am going to make up some more of the larger cards, and then I'll show you those in part 2, and part 2 will be going through the rest of the images that we've cut out, the cutter parts, and we'll be mounting them onto various different card bases too. And then we're going to tackle the paper pack and see what we can make with what's left. So thank you so much guys for watching part 1, and I'm hoping to get part 2 up tomorrow or the day after. So thanks so much for watching guys, and take care. Bye for now.